Let's take you now to Kayamandi. This is in Stellenbosch, where Home Affairs officials, including the Deputy Minister Njabulo Nzuza, are assisting fire victims with ID documents. It's so that they can be helped to take part in the upcoming general elections. You'll recall a devastating fire that tore through the settlement, leaving nearly 2,000 people displaced. Newzroom Afrika's Yazeed Kamaldien is there and joins me now. Yazeed, good morning. This is a big moment, and you often underestimate the things that get lost in a fire and just how big an impact they can have on your ability to just do the normal things you need to do in life. So just talk to us about why this is such an important moment.
Good morning, Iman. I'm here coming to you live from Kayamandi in Stellenbosch, and that's correct. We have been following the story since the fire started, or since the fire destroyed homes on the 6th of April. We were on the scene the next morning on the 7th of April, and it was declared a national disaster where 300 homes were destroyed. Now with that, the lives needed to be picked up and people needed to get back on their feet, and part of that is the basic admin of getting your ID, getting your bank card, getting all the necessary documentation, just to basically get on with your day-to-day living. Now I'm going to be talking now to the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs. He's come to Kayamandi to help residents who've lost all their belongings. He's helping them to fast-track their ID application process. Now, of course, they also need to have that ID to vote in the upcoming 29 May election. I'm now going to ask the Minister about what he's been doing here today. Deputy Minister, good morning. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Good morning, and thank you for having us and joining us here today. Very important.
So we've seen you walking around talking to residents here in Kayamandi. What exactly is the purpose of your visit here today?
Well, the purpose of our visit is one, to issue identity documents to the people who were affected by the fire here. It happened on the 6th of April, and if you look at the turnaround time, I mean, it literally took us just about 6 or 7 working days for us to get here. We are already issuing them. We had about just above 1,000 people who were affected by fire in Kayamandi, but throughout the province of the Western Cape we had 3,100, and we have waived all the fees so that they can get their identity documents for free. And today we are issuing, others are applying for their documents.
And just to confirm, that is a 140 Rand application cost, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct, but we have waived that, which means that they will be getting their IDs for free. Others have already issued in one of the mobiles, others are inside there waiting to come through and collect their IDs. And we're doing this with these mobile units. We've always been saying the mobile units for us are very important because they allow us to go to communities, and that is why, sorry about that, that is why we are adding another 100 mobile units this year, which I think will launch somewhere next month. Yeah.
Now, the important thing, of course, about having an ID is that you need to have it to be able to vote. Now, the 29th of May, we have an election coming up in South Africa. Is this part of the motivation behind ensuring that people have their IDs?
Well, if you don't have an ID, you literally do not exist. I mean, you cannot be identified at your place of work if you need to come in. You cannot be identified by a bank when you need to do the transactions. You cannot be identified by SASSA for your social welfare. And indeed, if you do not have your ID, you will not be able to vote. I will not say it's motivated by the election. It's just our response. We did it with the floods in Durban. This is the second time I'm going to be going to Tanun. We came to Tanun about a month and 2 months ago when victims were affected. So it's part of our daily work to make sure that people get access to documentation so that they can continue with their lives. I mean, I met a young man here who says that since the fire, his life had stopped, but now it's back on his feet. He's able to go and be economically active and do other things that he's supposed to be doing and carry on with his life because now he has an identity document.
Can you just confirm the time process, how long this process takes?
Well, it took us 6 days to actually come here. Remember, we must wait for the list so that we get the number of people who are affected. We got the list about 400, the other area is about 600, and then after that it literally took us 6 days for us to get everything approved, and today we are here. That's how quick we've been able to move around here.
And how long are they getting temporary IDs, or I just want to understand the process?
Well, today we are taking applications. There are others who were previously affected. They are already collecting. The ones who were affected recently are now getting temporary IDs so that they can continue with their lives. And they are making applications. From there on, the applications will be processed in Pretoria, and then we'll get them back here. We'll also use the same mobile units to come back here and issue them with the identity documents. Like in Tanun, we did take applications. Today, we are going back there to now issue the identity documents. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I think it's important that we inform citizens on the processes of how things happen.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you for sending the message through. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
We're now going to be talking to residents who lost everything basically in the fire in Kayamandi. I've got two of them, and they are also here today to apply for their ID documents. Good morning. Hi. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika. So, tell me, did you lose everything in the fire?
Yes, sir. I lose everything. Because on that day the fire started, I was there at work. So when the fire started, I wasn't even there near Maoki. That is why I lose everything. Even my ID, the birth certificate for the child.
And now you're here to get that. You're applying for that now?
Yes, I'm here now to apply the new one now. And I'd like to say thank you to the Department of Home Affairs, and to say again, thank you to the councillors for the quick response, because without the ID, we are stuck. I cannot go to the bank, I cannot go anywhere without the ID. That is why I have to mention Home Affairs and our councillors in Zone O to say thank you guys for the quick response.
Ma'am, what about your situation? Did you also lose everything? And tell us why you are here today.
No, I didn't lose everything. I lose some of the stuff, I lose my ID, some of the clothes and the food also. But I'm glad that people, they are bringing food, they are bringing clothes for us, so at least there and there we manage to live. But we don't manage because we don't have material yet, we're still waiting. So we're still staying with our sisters and the brothers. We don't have home yet.
And at the moment you are here because you need to get your ID?
Yes, I'm here for my ID and the certificate of the children. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about your situation. So, as we heard there from one of the residents, they are still waiting for materials as well. I am going to be going to Zone O where the fire occurred. In a bit, I'll be going there as well to be talking to a ward councillor there. And we have been told that the Department of Human Settlements has not yet delivered the materials to rebuild shacks, as they said they would do. I'm told that is only going to happen tomorrow, but we will be going to the area where the fires took place as well.
Yazeed, thank you very much for that. Some departments seemingly working a little more quickly and efficiently than others. So we'll leave it there with Yazeed Kamaldien. Thank you very much. A view from the community in Kayamandi. We'll take you